Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Greg.
It's your boy Luther.
And today we have Imani with the poop stains again. But we're not showing it because we not put the camera on that. But we're LAN party. All right, first off, we started the same. What you do this weekend?
It's none of y'all business what I did this weekend.
Oh, he was acting up.
Well, actually, you know what? I can say this at least. My friend did just open up a lounge recently.
Okay.
So for like Friday, Saturday, he had his grand opening. This is his first weekend open, and I went to go check it out. It's called Lux Noir. It's in Queens, over by Resorts Road Casino. What's that area called again? It's like the
like Ozone Park, South
Ozone Park, and Howard Beach area.
I think it's more Ozone.
More ozone. Well, yeah, it's on the ozone side, but you can get into Howard Beach from that area. Anyway, it's around that area of Queens. Anybody from New York City, you guys know where that is. You just check it out. It's called Lux Noir, LuxeNoir. He just opened up this weekend. Go check him out. Support. You know, they got $15 hookahs right now, so get in early right now. They got some good deals out there. They got some great wings. Some Henny barbecue wings, some 24-karat gold wings.
They got 24-karat gold wings?
Yeah, but I ain't eat that because I ain't want to, that'd have been mad mess. I've been looking like King Midas and shit, like, so I'm not trying to do that. But so I went there after work, Friday, Saturday. Didn't go Sunday. I was busy Sunday. And I'm not going tonight. But y'all can go.
It sounded like you was about to go tonight.
No. I wasn't going to go yesterday either. He texted me, bro, pull up Sunday fun day. I'm like, nigga, if I get another hookah tonight, I'm going to turn into smoke. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
The hookah there was hitting.
I'm not going.
The hookah at the spot was hitting. I ain't going to cap. That hookah was hitting.
And it lasts long, bro.
Yeah, that hookah was hitting, bro.
It lasts long. It hit for mad long. So it's a good spot. Y'all check it out.
Mm-hmm. For me, I just been in the lab. Besides linking up with you to go to that hookah lounge that night, I was in the lab. I was just prepping mad things for the week and like things we have to come and stuff like that. I ain't really do too much. I played like Marvel for like 2 hours.
I have not played since Friday. Barely. The 5 minutes I was online before I went
How's that
work.
doing for your health?
Honestly,
you feel so much happier, don't you? So no, hold on, fuck you real quick. That's my one. But like, yo, so here's what happens, right? When he be playing, I'm like, yo, you should take a break. You should do some work or something. Just take a break. He get mad. He be getting mad
because you say that after like my third game. Like I just started.
Yo, bro,
I just started playing. You tell me, yo, bro, take a break. It's only been 6 minutes.
Yo, bro, I heard him banging on the desk already. I heard. Hear me. Maybe if you go kill something, we can win. And he not yelling at me, he yelling at his teammates. I'm like, damn, it's only the third game in, you're already viscerally mad.
Because, bro, first off, I never yell heal me because I am the healer. I'm the good medicine, bro. So I don't even worry about that, bro. But listen, they're just so dumb.
Somebody do something about this Hulk. Somebody do something about this Captain America. He keeps beatboxing me.
Yo.
He keeps beatboxing me. That's you. I'm like, yo, just do something else. He's like,
that's all of us, bro.
You get me tight. Don't tell me. Listen, after 3 losses like that, I'm turning the fucking game off. That's my 2. That's Amani's. After like 3 games of that, I'm turning the game off. I can't. I mentally cannot be there. It just gets worse. and then everything starts to irritate me, and I start talking to people in manners that they don't deserve. Yeah, turn the game off. Go do something else.
Well, I'm about to get back into it soon. So I was practicing my 4s with Johnny Storm before I left today. So I almost missed my train.
Your 4s?
I'm phoning him.
Yeah, no. How do you feel about the thing in Johnny Storm thus far?
I haven't really utilized them in combat, and I barely played against them. Like just the day it came out, like I said, that time I played for like 5 minutes before work, and they had a thing, and Johnny Storm, the other team, we had a thing, but I was Captain America. So honestly, in that few times like I played against them, it didn't really bother much for me because I was still beating in things' brain. with Captain America's shield anyway. But again, the character had just dropped. So from then to now, you know, I don't know how people have been able to, you know, develop their team comps and such, really. So I got to get back into it to really decide how that's going to go for me.
I feel so. I was playing the thing a little bit this weekend, and it felt like I was playing Hajime no Ippo.
Right. I know he's a very good brawler. So
yeah, he just straight throwing hands.
Did you try Johnny? Like,
no.
Really try Johnny's DPS?
Okay, let me not say no. I did for a second, and I'm like, I mean, it's all right. I
see. I mean, listen, if people could get freaky with Iron Man, you could definitely get freaky with Johnny then.
I think the good thing about Johnny isn't even his kit. I think his ult combination with Storm is cool. Beyond that, I'm good on him.
No, you can't out heal that, by the way.
Yeah, no, apparently you can't. It's like
once you add that seconds. Fire, you get extra 2 seconds for every tornado.
If you put all the tornadoes stacked all together and then she goes through it, it's 12. It's full at max. Yeah,
gotcha.
So I'm all right. I'm okay. Right? So, today's news, we're starting with gaming. GTA 6 gives Kendrick Lamar his own GNX radio station that only plays his music. Do you understand? This is a generational run. This is a generational run. Grand Theft Auto is giving you your own radio. People are forced to listen to Pimp a Butterfly now. As much as I hate that album, you're forced to listen to it playing Grand Theft Auto. What? King Kuta. King Kuta. Yes, it can.
That's impressive, man. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a lot.
That's impressive, man.
That's a lot.
Where's this news coming from?
This came from. This is on the docket. I don't even know where she got this from. But I've seen it like 3 times though.
Right.
I've seen it for like 3 different sources.
Well, I've been out the loop with my news since Friday. So
no, I've seen this earlier in the week actually.
Really?
Yeah, like it's an actual like thing apparently. I mean, I have an interesting question about that. Right? Does he make residuals off of that? And then what does that look like?
I don't think you make residuals. It's probably just like licensed for a certain amount of time. Because you know, like all these older games, like when they you know, like the Tony Hawks or the Need for Speeds or most racing games, when the license runs out, they take the game off the market. You know, especially and if they want to do a remaster, they have to change the music. You know, because the license for that music ran out. So that happens a lot with games. So they have licenses to the cars to use the likenesses. They have licenses for the music that's involved in the game. So when those licenses run up, they either got to renew it or take the game down. Otherwise, like you can't, or just change the music file or whatever, which they're probably not going to do. But yeah, so it's probably just like, hey, can we use this for however much time? Probably like, let's say like 10 years because GTA. Mm-hmm. We'll pay you X amount of money for having the music on our game for like 10 years or something. And they'll be able to pay it because it's 2K games, yeah. Rockstar. Like they have money.
They have money.
They have money. GTA 5 has brought in so much money for them. So I'm sure they could just tell Kendrick, yeah, can we just have like your album in our game for like the next 10 years or something?
Here's a calm like $1 million each year or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Some sort of agreement for that. So
yeah,
I don't think it's residuals. So.
You might be right because when you think about it, I don't think the radio has changed much for GTA 5, and that survived from like PS3
exactly
now, right?
Yeah.
So imagine like
I'm sure they had to continuously renew that because that game been out GTA 5 for about what 12 years now. Like, so imagine like a 10-year or 5-year. Every 5 years you got to renew it, and then it's like, all right, here's another $5 million. You know, like, or whatever it is that they got to do to renew it and keep using the music and whatever the hell they got in the game.
Cash cow, basically, just making money.
Yeah, they make that back in like a month.
All right. A new Batman Beyond rumor has caught many Batman and DC fans by surprise. Batman Beyond, known as Batman of the Future in Europe? What? Debuted in 1990. It's in Europe? I'm reading it straight from comicbook.com.
I thought it was just Gotham. Like New Gotham, Neo Gotham type of thing. Like,
long story short, there's a rumor that Rocksteady is potentially working on a Batman game.
Didn't we briefly mention this last week?
No, we briefly mentioned they were just working on a Batman game, like an Arkham game, but they're working on a Batman Beyond.
Why not?
I don't. All right, so here's the thing. I feel like there's certain games that make sense, certain games that don't make sense, right? In my opinion, to make a Batman Beyond game, I see it looking adjacent with a mix of the Arkham series and a mix of a little bit of Good and Evil and Jack 2 with the whole like flying cars and stuff like that. And I feel like right now, y'all need to scale it the hell back and I don't know, work on something that's, that makes sense. Ever since Suicide Squad, I am iffy with anything that's coming out from the DC franchise game-wise because it doesn't seem like you guys have your heads on straight. It just feels that way. I don't care if it's Rocksteady. No one has proved to me within the past 3 to 5 years y'all care about what y'all doing. Y'all just throwing anything at the wall and just throwing names at it and hoping that we're buying it. Arkham Knights? Be real. Be real. And then y'all went from Arkham Knights to Suicide Squad, and then y'all did so much in Suicide Squad, y'all had to say, oh, well, the heroes are actually alive, so, we can bring, like, come on. Come on. Stick to something, bro. And last week I said something about the Flash game, and I articulated correctly. The reason why I don't want no damn Flash game is because what kind of story are you going to tell with a speedster? It's the same thing trying to make a Superman game. Some characters are just too damn powerful for us to play as them because it has to be open world. You can't make it a linear story like it's The Last of Us because it won't make sense 100%. Like it'll feel too limiting, right? So why would I want to play as a speedster if you're not going to let me speed? But I don't want to speed on a map the size of the Kanto region in Pokemon Red and Blue. And that's why I don't want no Flash game. And thinking about this, I feel like prove to me with an Arkham game first. It doesn't have to be large scale. Bring it back home, and then work your way back up.
Right.
Build trust within the franchise. And right now, because you don't have it.
I mean, it's not that I don't trust them because Suicide Squad was ass, and I don't think they made Gotham Knights. I think that was a different WB.
Maybe Montreal,
Yeah,
or something like that.
People who made Arkham Origins who did that, and I'm not too sure, so don't quote me on that because the nerds will be like, actually, but I think it was Montreal that did Gotham Knights, but with Suicide Squad, it was just, I think that was more of a WB, head honcho thing for them to make it because I think they wanted to make it like the regular Arkham games. I think they got pushed into the whole live service thing because that's like the wave now with these companies like live service, like PlayStation and Sony, where they're like, yo, we got like 15 live service games waiting in the wings, and then they canceled like 3/4 of them. Fucking Concord failed.
Terribly.
Helldivers was successful. And I think they got like 1 or 2 other ones that's coming up. The Last of Us game, they canceled that. Not because it was bad, though. Apparently, it was actually pretty good. So they canceled it because, like, the people at Bungie was just like, hey, you know how much it takes to run a live service game? Like, if you drop this game, you have to stick with this for, like, 10 years probably. And Naughty Dog was just like, damn, well, we got other games to make, so we're not going to do that. So they just shelved it. But, like, with Suicide Squad, yeah, I think it was supposed to be like a regular Arkham-like game, and it got pushed to the live service thing. But that doesn't mean I feel any less about Rocksteady's ability to make another single-player story-based game. So they should give Batman Beyond a shot. Plus, we don't really get much Batman Beyond things.
We did get hold with the movie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got a movie. We don't got no live action, nothing. Like,
all right, let's stop. I do not want no live action Batman Beyond.
I think we could do a live action.
Who would you want? You know what's so funny? The one person I think who could potentially play a Terry McGinnis. Huh?
Who?
The Flash, the one we don't like.
Ezra?
Yeah,
You know, if he wasn't such a
weirdo.
yeah,
He could
have done it. But I think a better pick is I don't remember the name of the actor.
What Soul Slash movie were they from?
I'm trying to think of the exact, like, I can't remember the movies he was in either, but I remember like the actor, and he's like, you know, of like Asian descent, I think, maybe, or maybe like some sort of Polynesian Pacific Islander. I'm not too sure, but you can see in his face, right? And you know, he got like the square head like Terry, and he's a pretty tall guy. He's been in I think he might have been in for more recent memory, I think he might have been in like one of the youngings from Bad Boys. I think he might have been one of those guys on the team.
The most recent one?
Yeah.
Let me look right now. And you think he
the most recent one and the one before that, when they introduced the new guys to the team, but the younger crew squad. But what other movie he was in? I think he was also in damn, was it the Divergent series? Maybe.
You said that.
I had a specific movie when I had first thought of this casting, this fan casting. I had a specific movie that I knew he was in, and it's just been so long since I said this that I just forgot.
You said he young?
Well, I probably not anymore. He's been in the scene for a while, but man, I have his face in my head right now. I just don't know his name. I gotta look it up. Man.
No, I don't see it.
I gotta look him up. You say some things while I look him up.
He said you say some things that you know what's funny?
I think he's perfectly
for old Bruce. Perfect. We could bring back what was it, Michael Keaton?
Oh, for sure.
We could bring back Michael Keaton for old man Bruce, right?
For sure.
Let's see. Ooh, you know who would have been a good pick as well? Low-key, high-key. Homie from The Acolyte.
Yes. Danny Jacinto or something.
Potentially, I don't know his name.
He would also be a very good
he will
tennis,
cook
for sure.
as a Terry.
Oh, I forgot about that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that he gives Terry vibes. What's his name?
Maybe he's not Asian, but I mean he's American, but he passes.
Nah, Terry gives a little Asian to me.
Nah, man. If you look at this guy, oh nope, I'm not bugging because his parents' I think his mom's name is Suk Young, so. Exactly. But his name is Charles Melton.
Charles Melton?
Yeah. He's 34, sorry. He's 34.
I see it.
Right?
I see it.
Right? Now compare his face to cartoon Terry McGinnis.
But he can't be a young one, he gotta be an older Terry.
Right, because his age is getting up there. He's 34. So if
Terry.
they make the movie, by the time he'll be like damn near 40 by the time they come out, which sucks. But I've been saying this for like years. I'm like, this guy would be a perfect Terry McGinnis.
Nah, you cook.
But they have to do it now. Get him now.
All right, I see it. All right, in comics, DC x Marvel announces upcoming crossover in 2025. DC editor-in-chief Maria and Marvel's editor-in-chief CB announced that DC and Marvel will cross over later this year. 2 one-shots titled DC/Marvel and Marvel/DC. I am not excited for this.
I don't care.
We did this years
before
ago.
I was born.
Yeah, like you gave me the Batman Wolverine, like
Batman Spider-Man too.
Like
and Superman Spider-Man.
I don't need this. What was it called? The Amalgam Universe or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, no.
Superman picking up Thor's hammer.
Yeah, no. I mean,
it's happened already. There's no real shock value to this anymore. I mean, if you want to do it again because it's been years, then sure.
But it's one shot. So how interesting can the story be if it's a one shot?
The true crossover I'm looking forward to is the Justice League Sonic the Hedgehog crossover. That is the real crossover that matters, people.
Now, let's make something clear. It's not that crossover is what matters. It's the Flash versus Sonic in a race is what matters.
We all know the Flash could win. Would win. We know Flash is winning.
Okay.
Because I think they're using the IDW characters. I don't think IDW Sonic has achieved the levels of Archie Comic Sonic.
Got you.
Like, if we talk Archie Comic Sonic, then that's different. That's a way closer race. And they're just approaching crazy levels of speed between Flash and Sonic. but I think this is the IDW one.
All right. A SIFU movie is in the works at Netflix. John Wick director will produce this movie.
I'm sold. I'm sold. You got me. You got me. I'm
got me
sold.
with that one.
It's great. 5
SIFU?
stars. 5 out of 5 is done.
Yo, listen.
Because you said that, I'm like, what is this movie gonna do that no other Asian kung fu movie, action movie is gonna do? And then you said John Wick.
Yo, listen. It's gonna be better than It Man. It's gonna be better than Ong Bak. It's gonna be better than what's that one?
The Raid.
The Raid and The Raid 2. What are you talking about? That's what I'm gonna do when I get home today. I'm gonna watch The Raid.
Son said the John Wick director for a SIFU movie, bro. They're gonna cook. Who they getting to play SIFU?
I have no idea. But they're gonna have multiple actors potentially, right? Because of the whole aging thing in the game.
Probably, yeah, or just prosthetics, makeup.
Man, true. I'm excited for that. That's
probably cheaper.
That's some actually good news right there.
That is really great news. That's gonna be really entertaining. Hopefully,
no, it's gonna be another. It's gonna be another plaque for Netflix on that one.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, for sure. Oh my, who do you think they're gonna get to play the main character though? For real,
I don't know. It has to be someone.
Let's start with somebody younger, like from ages 20 to probably.
Yo, bro,
they could probably properly age him up to like 50.
I'm spinning the block on the same guy I said before from the Acolyte.
The Acolyte guy. Oh,
he's muscular enough to do it too.
Yeah,
he might be low. Listen, hold on. What's his goddamn name?
Pretty sure it's like Danny Jacinto or something like that.
You may be right. It's probably the pronunciation of the last name that's going to kill us. The cast. Yeah, Quamir is his name. Yeah, it's Manny.
Manny.
It's Manny. All right.
Oh, my fault. Fuck Danny. Manny Jacinto. My bad, bro.
Yeah, yo, Manny Jacinto. He could play this. He could be the SIFU. He could be SIFU, bro. And Terry McGinnis. He got the face.
I still want Felton dude.
But how old the Felton dude?
34.
Yeah, he's 37.
Manny's 37?
He could do it. He's 37. That means he's aging good.
Nuts.
He's aging good.
That's nuts.
37?
He's 37.
That's why his cheekbones probably look like that.
That's crazy. Or maybe just because where he's from, but like
listen.
37? Yo, get this man to be an Asian Iron Fist like right now.
Ooh,
Marvel Rivals.
You talking about Swordmaster?
Yeah,
the one from Rivals?
The one from Rivals.
You may have just cooked again, my friend.
This guy Manny's really good, bro. I was like, he was the best part of Acolyte by far.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was a chef, bro.
By far. Because at first I'm just like, damn, who's this Ezra Miller knockoff they got to play this role? Because I felt like they really wanted Ezra Miller for that role, and because Ezra Miller's such a jackass, they couldn't put Ezra Miller, and they put him, and he felt very Ezra Miller coded. But nah, man, he's just great on his own. Like, to hell with Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller is a Ezra Miller.
Who?
Yeah, you're right. He's just a knockoff Manny Jacinto.
Matter of fact, Ezra younger too, technically.
Yeah, is he like
probably our age? Probably a little bit younger.
I don't care about him, man.
Forget that guy. This one leads into our question of the day. So I don't know if I ask the question of the day first or this, but I'm gonna say this first. Nickelodeon announces new Avatar series, Avatar Safe Havens, consists of 26 half-hour episodes over 2 seasons, following Earthbending twins after a world-shattering disaster where one discovers she is the new Avatar after Korra, marking the previous Avatar, Korra, humanity's destroyer. I'm excited.
Me too.
We're going back. Well, first off, how about this? Before y'all give me this new series, can y'all give me a name of the planet?
Earth. The end.
Touche. Touche. Yeah, so it's Earth. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Earth 56.
I've been waiting for new Avatar anything.
Me too.
Avatar anything. The fact that you're making
like a whole new Avatar or a continuation, not even like because Korra is a continuation, but the stories in between Last Airbender and Korra that were never, they were told, but
they're
not animated. They're in the comics. A lot of people
webtoons too.
Read those. You know, a lot of people don't even know they existed So I thought we would get some more of that, which we are, right? Because we're getting the movie or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a new Avatar. That's great too. So like y'all cooking right now.
So now this leads into the question of the day. Today's question of the day comes from Sush from the Entertainment District podcast. The question of the day is, which debate is more oversaturated? Which Avatar is better between Aang or Korra, or what anime is considered the big three?
We having a debate over debates.
But which one you think is more like?
It's the big three argument. Definitely overshadows the Avatar argument by far.
Mm-hmm. What's your reasoning?
Because weebs, bro. What the hell?
I feel you, but
because weebs, bro.
People viscerally argue about the Aang and Korra. Like they
do, and the same people argue even harder for the big three.
I think it's
look how popular that line was when Kendrick said it in like that. And I'm sure he didn't even mean it to go like that. No pun intended. But like, and people just immediately made it about anime. The big three argument overshadows the Aang Korra argument by far, bro.
Sadly, I agree with you, and it doesn't make sense in my head because let's be real, the big three argument is just facts that fucking. I'm tripping.
I don't even know why it's an argument, to be honest, because the big three was given the title big three for a specific reason, not just because we like this better. No, there was a reason why they became the big three. So, but people still argue it. Nah, man, they're not in there. They will still put Sailor Moon in the big three argument. I'm like, Sailor Moon is not part of the big
Sailor Moon is not big
Sailor
three.
Moon is great, but she's not big three. Not because she's any less popular than the three of them. She just wasn't part of that era. Like, even though Dragon Ball Z is in that, but like,
no, it's not big three.
Actually, no, Dragon Ball Z is not in that. It's Naruto, Bleach,
and
One Piece. Yeah. Right.
That's big three, and people would still argue it down, and then people go, "Oh, new big three." There has never been a new big three.
Any other big three after the actual big three is just fan made theory. Like the actual big three are those three for a reason.
And I'm tired of people putting disrespect on Korra's name. I'm sorry.
I don't care, bro.
She is not a bad Avatar.
Whatever. Apparently she is.
How I don't understand.
And she's a terrorist. She's the worst.
So
all right, she's the worst. I'm not arguing with this with you again, bro. We've argued with this for decades, bro. Literal decades, bro. All right,
she's not a bad Avatar.
That's it. You never changed my mind.
You know what's so funny? I had a conversation the other day, right? About this, and people like, yeah, she severed the ties to the Avatar. She's such a bad Avatar. I'm like, how does that make her a bad Avatar? I actually don't understand how her severing the ties to the past Avatars make her a bad Avatar. I don't get it.
I never argue that point.
No,
because she didn't sever it. She just got her ass beat to the point of the Avatar's speed. That's why I was upset with it. Because I'm like, first off, I was mad with the writing. Since we're getting into this again, I was mad with the writing, right? I don't think that should have been part of her storyline. Like, sure, she get beat up by her uncle or whatever, but I'm like, to slap all the past Avatars from her body, you're just pretty much erasing like so much lore and storytelling and like from, because now any Avatar going forward, like we have now, all you got is Korra.
Who cares? What you need the other Avatars for? No, seriously,
because they're better than her. That's why.
No. Hear me out. Are they really better than her? Every time Aang called them, like, yo, I need some help. I don't know. Yo, the Avatars don't ever got the goddamn answer.
They helped him.
Who? Roku?
Roku helped him. Yang Chen helped him.
Yo, bro.
Kyoshi helped him.
Yo, bro. Because
the questions he was asking them, they would give him an answer, and he would still be like, I don't know about that. Like when he was asking him, how do I deal with Ozai? And all of them was like, bro,
kill him.
Kill that nigga, bro. He's like, no, but what if I kill that nigga, bro? But what if I don't kill him, bro? That's the answer. You get over yourself and kill him. Go kill him before he make things even worse. Go kill him, bro. I mean, he did eventually find another way, but they all gave him an answer. He just didn't like the answers they were giving him, bro.
So here's
Korra just Korra never even really had a think tank with them much. That was another thing that I didn't like.
I don't think they had answers for if she think tank with them anyway. I think the position of Avatar in that day and age,
we'll never find out because she never asked them a goddamn thing.
No,
really.
but what I was saying is I think the position of Avatar in that day and age isn't the same how it was all the past lives. Like there's a lot more.
At the very least, Aang.
Huh? What you said?
The very least, Aang, because he helped develop that very same nation.
Yeah. At best, Aang, you're correct on that. But I think all the other ones, because like when Aang called the ancestors, it was his questions were very much about self. Like I am doubtful of self. Right. They didn't actually have solutions for what's going on in the world for real. That's why I didn't feel like it was as bad that she said.
No, they did.
Which one?
I mean, let me not say they did. They could have, because remember, there was like 100-year war. Mm-hmm. It was like 100-year war. So like, and then he had everything on hold because he went and froze himself.
Yeah, he was on ice.
So prior to that was Roku. Prior to Roku was who?
Kyoshi.
Kyoshi, and before her was Karuk.
No, yeah, the surfer. It was the surfer.
The waterbed, and before him was Yang Chen, or whatever. So like, all those avatars, like they lived in like similar time periods. Aang would have been among them if he didn't run away and got frozen for 100 years. Mm-hmm. So he can ask them questions, and not a lot changed between
their time periods.
Between the time periods, right? And he was just frozen for mad long. But so it wasn't enough of like a gap, a world change. Like, okay. But with the Korra thing, it's like, all right, this is completely different era, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if he had asked them like world questions, they would be able to answer because like those things are still relevant in his time. The Korra questions, that's different. You're not gonna ask Kyoshi about what you would do when they got like trains and locomotives. She'd be like, I don't know, kick it, like.
But that's what I'm saying. I think from Korra moving forward, I think Korra is a good first base avatar to talk about what the current world is like nowadays, because it felt like being the avatar in her day and age was also a political status more than it was like a nomadic. You go to this person. She was some form of a political. She was some form of a political figurehead. Mm-hmm. It was never like that all the other times, right? So with her severing the tie, like she ain't severed willingly, but you know what I'm saying. Once it's severed with her, I don't think it's as bad as we think it is moving forward, because what you about to call them for, like, all these things are happening. I don't have the answers. Bro, they don't have the answers as well. All that spirit stuff, they were scratching their heads with you. With Korra was like, brr, brr, brr. Spirit realm, this and that, the third. Kyoshi, I don't got it. Yang Chen, I don't got it. Roku, I play with dragons sometimes, right? And then who else? The only one who probably could have answered the questions was the surfer one. And what he gonna say? I lost to him, bye. Like, they had no answers for her, bro. They had no answers for her. And then on top of that, and I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just trying to bring a new perspective. I think we failed to understand when Avatar Aang became the master of all four elements, he was the master at playing stickball. That's what mastering the four elements at his day and age meant. You was the master at stickball. Right? When she mastered it, there were so many subsets of like elements that they were, like she was metal bending. Mm-hmm. Not like it's not as if Aang couldn't do it as well, but she was definitely metal bending, right? Mm-hmm. She was able to. She lived in a world where there was a lot more people with the subsets of certain bending styles, and they were masters at it. And it wasn't like just one or two people. It was several people.
Lava.
The refinery is mad people.
Lava, lightning, metal, glass. Well, let's just say you guys, Kyoshi knew glass.
Yeah. But I think
glass. She knew all them joints. Bro.
Yeah, Kyoshi was a beast.
She'd have been a killer lava bender, bro.
Ooh. I don't think she had that one, did she?
No. I'm pretty sure she had glass and sand, maybe.
It would have.
Yeah, I think she got glass because in order to do glass, you need to know sand because glass is made from sand.
But lava bending would have caught off guard.
She would have
died.
I don't think she would have died. I think she would have learned it on the spot. Like, you could do that? Hold on, and did it. Same thing with metal bending. I think I think her favorite styles would have been metal and lava.
True.
Once she figured that out, you could do that too. Let me try this and then just violate.
And I think Aang just had one big villain. He had one big villain, and it was very primitive. I'm not trying to call them like they're like. It was just a primitive like
pre-modern.
Yeah, it's very much must go to villain, must beat villain before Comet comes and villain becomes super villain. When it came to Korra, it was like her villains all her villains except one were all master of subset bendings, like sub bendings, right? Like blood bending. What? He had them doing a crypt walk. Not enough. Like just like it was terrible. And then what? One was spirit bending. One was blood bending. One was the Muhammad Ali. Clarissa Shields of metal bending. Kovera was nasty.
Kovera was wicked. She got packed up by Toph though, but
I mean, who is to get packed up by old Toph? Old Toph. And I said like that because I think old Toph is scarier than the young Toph.
Of course,
right?
She knew a lot more.
She on her King Boomy stuff.
I think she knew all styles of earthbending by that age.
Terrifying. But Kovera was the Clarissa Shields of the Earthbenders.
Yeah. No, I mean she did have very tough enemies, but I feel like this is where the writing comes into play because the writing is a majority of the reason why I don't like the character of Korra is because of how they wrote her. Right? Again, when she got the ancestors beat out of her by her uncle, that really upset me because it's like, all right, like I know her uncle is a master waterbender, right? But big whoop, he just became the Dark Avatar. How are you getting out avatared by some dude who just became the Dark Avatar, but you're supposed to be some sort of prodigy when it comes to his avatar things? Because you started bending other elements when you were like 4 type of thing, right? You got trained by the White Lotus. You're this, you're that, you're this. They built her up to be this, that, and the third. And then she just gets her ass handed to her from every level of enemy. You know, it's not just the greatest of enemy who's the big bad for the season. That makes sense, right? Because she's fighting like adults who are like, no, I murder people. You know,
she was fighting nothing but cold. She was fighting nothing but killers.
Nothing but cold killers, bro. But then like she gets beat by the boss, but she also get beat by like grunts, and like her team has to come bail her out from like simple fights. So I'm just like, you should be able to handle this at this point, especially like this far in the season. Like Kuvira, it makes sense why Kuvira was packing her up, bro. She had PTSD, she was out of practice, and Kuvira had so much resolve and grit, like you wasn't gonna beat her.
Don't forget she just came out that wheelchair not too long ago either.
Exactly. So like Kuvira packing her up made total sense.
Made sense. Amon packing her up made sense as well.
It made sense. Well, bloodbending and whatnot.
And so. even his lieutenant, the one that wasn't a bender, skilled martial artist.
Right, because that's like fighting, what's the girl's name? Ty Lee or whatever. Like, that's fine. But all the other grunts around them, she was like losing to them. There was points where like she was backed up on the ropes to like those guys. I'm just like, listen, unless they're like foot ninjas, bro, you shouldn't be losing to these people, bro.
But you know what I also think that what I don't think it's flawed writing, but I think it kind of enhances the writing. I think she was cocky for too long.
But that's part of the writing. That's how they developed the character.
After season 2, that cockiness was out the window. No, that's cap. That's cap. Because
she didn't become uncocky until what's it?
Zahir. Yes.
Brought her on the brink of death.
It was bad too.
The brink of death. Like that's when she got humbled, when she got close to the brink of death. But I'm like, to me, it felt like throughout, probably up until that point, which was like what, season 3, I felt like she didn't learn anything from her mistakes, and she didn't. I feel like she never strived to be a better Korra than she was from the previous season.
So would you truly mean she ain't learned from season 2? She didn't make mistakes like that in season 1.
Season 1, she was just as hot-headed as season 2, but ignoring advice, just jumping into situations, not trying to, and then getting your ass beat for it every single time.
But I think season 2.
What you learn?
No, but I was saying season 2 was the issue. That's where the issue comes from, right? Her being cocky like that in season 1 makes sense because it's our first introduction to her, right? From season 1 going into 2, they were supposed to change that up a bit, but they didn't, right? And that's when she got A-Town stomped. 2-foot Roman
slap the ancestors out of her, bro.
That's when she got 2-foot Roman, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, head bounced off the ground.
I'm just like, I don't understand how this dude with one element, like he's a master at that one element, but I'm like, you've been the Avatar for a minute now. I don't understand. You shouldn't have lost to him. She shouldn't have lost to her uncle at all. Because she was packing him up in the beginning. I think
it's not. I think the issue with Korra is it was never hard to get in her head. She was not mentally fortitude. She didn't have mental fortitude. That was
I still don't think she did towards the end of the series.
not she never that was her biggest. Korra's biggest weakness wasn't she was a bad avatar. It wasn't if you
She
were
was a bad avatar. She should have never blend those worlds together.
not.
She should never done that shit.
I think that Korra's biggest downfall is that she does not have strong mental fortitude, and once you get in her head, it's up. But before that, if you can't get in her head, you're getting dog walked. If you're not in her head, if you're not in her head, if you're not in her head, you're gonna get dog walked. Because hear me out, right?
What did those faceless grunts say to get in her head? None of them ever say anything to get in her head. They just beat her up.
No. Here's the thing: they didn't have to say anything to get in her head. She was just overwhelmed. She got her own head. She got in her own head. That's what I'm saying. When she's clear-minded, she get jiggy. Perfect example. When she bust into the Gundam to fight Govira, she was getting jiggy. She was getting jiggy, right? When she started fight, when her and Unalaq started fighting, and as Gundam Spirit Gundams, she was getting jiggy. But it's like if you get in her head, or she starts to get in her own head and starts to doubt herself, or like she just feels overwhelmed, she lets her emotions get the best of her, and then it's like, okay, here we go, and she starts flopping.
That is true.
She starts flopping. She doesn't flop because she's a bad avatar. She flops because she doesn't know how to control her anxieties. And that was her flaw. She doesn't know how to control her anxieties. And because whenever her anxieties start running wild, oh yeah, now it's the time. Let's jump her. Let's get her.
Get her. She's having self-doubt. Get her.
She's zoned out. She's zoned out for 2 seconds too long. It's up. But every avatar had a big flaw about them. They all did.
Yeah, they did.
They all what the worst avatars I even heard. I think it'd be the surfer dude. He neglected his avatar duties, and then he died to the faceless demon, faceless spirit. He got packed up by the faceless spirit, bro. But we give Korra more BS than him.
He only lost because the faceless spirit used his dead wife, bro.
Yo, bro.
Because that same spirit killed his wife. Yeah, I think he gets a pass for that, bro. I think he gets a pass for that.
He don't get a pass for neglecting his duties.
No, but like also sometimes you just don't want to do things. So I don't want to deal with that.
Yo, listen, I hear you, but ultimately I don't think. I think if we just gave. If we looked at Korra with that actual lens, she's not as bad as the avatar we portray her to be, right? When you actually like put human elements into her character, right? I think at some point you were supposed, as you said with the writing, you were supposed to show her getting over those anxieties and getting over those things, and you never did. And that's not,
but not like 100% because nobody's perfect.
Exactly.
But like like I said, I just felt like she just never learned her lessons, man. Like it took her almost dying before we had a character turnaround for her, and then the series ended. So by the time her character started to turn around, the show was coming to an end.
We didn't get to see it.
So we never really seen her develop as this new person. It's just like, oh, she almost died, and then then she's out the game for a bit. And then people were like, nah, Korra, come back, you can do this, like blah blah blah. And I'm just like,
but also,
and if anything, at that point, that would have been the best time for her to have the other avatars to talk to. But you already slapped them out of her body like 2 seasons before. That would have been the best time. Because sure, they might not be able to understand like the modern age, but she would at least had like some, call them mentors, if you will, but since essentially they're all the same spirit, but like somebody else to talk to. That would have been time. That would have been a good time to give people their Aang fan service. Like, talk to Aang about like your experiences right now in this modern age and being the avatar. And he would have been able to like confide in her about like, yeah, when I was doing it, like, I had a 100-year war. I had to go squash because I was 12. And, everybody's trying to kill me, yada, yada, yada. So I understand how you feel and this and that. That would have been a good time to be able to have that sort of discourse with her and the older avatars. But us as the fans, we never got that because you never allowed her character to even talk to them or even want to talk to them often. So we didn't get those moments, especially coming off of The Last Airbender. So, everybody's, Aang crazy.
So riding that high.
And then you slap away all the spirits. Now they're just in the spirit world, just, wandering, living their best life. And now when she really needs them, now, which is still a good, story element. Like, damn, now I really need them. I don't got them. What do I do? You know, but like that would have been cool if you had used them for help previously, and now you want to do it again, and you know how valuable they are, but now you don't got them. You never used them. Who cares?
Listen, as much Korra hate as there is, she may not be the best avatar, but she's up there. And my reason for saying
definitely the most powerful.
Huh?
So definitely the most powerful.
But no, she's up there on the Mount Rushmore of best avatars for the simple fact that she brought back the airbenders. Correction. She brought back the airbenders.
She didn't do that on purpose. Don't give her that credit.
It happened.
She didn't do it on purpose, dude. She does not get credit for that. It wasn't on purpose.
It
was a byproduct of some other BS. That's not fair.
She's like, oh, they back? they came back on my watch? That's a dub. Because
that wasn't her intentions.
I hear you, but if it was one of us and that happened, we was running with it.
I mean, yeah, but I'd have known it was BS. But I'll take it.
I'm taking it.
That's not what I was trying to do at all.
Listen, and if she wants to take that, she could take that. If she wants to take that.
He just wanted to reconnect the spirit world back with the human world, and that caused a whole other set of problems that now we're seeing the consequences of.
But also
in this new series,
this is true. But like, she had to do it, because if she didn't do it, what would have happened when it was Airbender's turn now?
It wouldn't have been.
Exactly.
Or it would have just been like one of Tenzin's kids.
But you get what I'm saying?
Jinora.
But that she wouldn't be alive.
Who wouldn't be alive?
Jinora potentially wouldn't be alive by that time. Jinora's alive now potentially during the twins.
Why wouldn't Jinora be alive if the next one is supposed to be air?
It's water, earth, then air. If she never brought back.
Oh, you mean further down the line? I thought you meant like if she died, because I'm like, Janora's younger than her, so I'm pretty sure.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, they would just skipped it back to fire.
I don't think you skip it. I think it's done.
I don't think that's how that works.
But then what happens if there's no element at that point?
How do you even know it goes in that order? What if it just decides you could get two waterbenders back to back? We don't know.
It literally went in that order.
But
it literally goes in that order.
But they've never established that it goes in that direct order. It sure happened to be that way, but there's only 4 elements, bro.
So it's that. All right. So because
for all we know, you could double up. Water, fire, back to water, earth.
If they were doubling up, I'm pretty sure at some point you'd have seen the avatars doubled up somewhere, right?
That's also true. But
you'd have seen the avatars; they don't double up. They go in a distinct order. It's from air, because the first avatar, I think he counted as like a firebender technically.
Sure.
Right. So it's from fire, then air, then water, then earth, then back to air. That's literally the order. If you pay attention to like even when you look at their silhouettes, right, you can see the distinction like in their like clothing, right? Like, oh, okay, you're from this tribe, you're from that tribe. So when it's time to, if she didn't bring the spirit world into our world, right, and it's time to go to air, and there's no airbenders left because they are scarce, right? They're near extinct. What happens?
You better hope Tenzin was repopulating like a mother.
But
the Aang's family better keep repopulating like bunnies, bro. Probably would have been one of them.
But what if they don't?
I mean, what if they don't?
Because think about it, right? Tenzin is one of 3, and he was the only airbender. You had a waterbender, a non-bender, and an airbender. Now you have airbending children. Fine. What if one of your children doesn't even want to have kids, right? Another one doesn't want to have kids. This one dies, God forbid. And the last one that actually has kids, they're all non-benders.
How do you know they still don't carry the airbending gene, though? Just because Boomy couldn't bend, he still got Aang's DNA. You don't think that'll pass down?
I think if Boomy has a child, potentially.
You don't think that?
Because it might. Because I'm under the impression that your bending is hereditary.
Right.
Bending is hereditary.
Why they got waterbenders? Because both of them.
Yeah.
So does that mean that I think what was his sister's name? Was it Kaya?
Yeah. Let's say that for now.
Does that mean she can give birth to an airbender? Her father was an airbender. Her mother's a waterbender. She just happened to get waterbending. Does that mean she can give birth to an airbender?
I think the true question is: are there people in that world that exist that are benders and their parents are non-benders? I think that matters.
Because their grandparents are benders?
Potentially. I think something like that makes more sense. And then it's like, all right, well, it may skip a beat every so often, right? But going straight down the line. But then also all the people who end up being airbenders in some capacity, how long has it been since there was an actual airbender in their family?
Hey, listen, recessive genes, bro. Recessive genes, man. It happens.
All right. So since we only got 5 minutes left, quick shoot off. Name your top 5 or 3. 5 or 3. Which one you prefer? 5 is more.
5 is more. 5 of what?
Your top video game soundtracks.
Damn.
Or first, 5 or 3. Let's go back to that.
Let's go with 3.
Okay. Your top 3 video game soundtracks.
I mean, majority of this list is going to be Sonic.
Nah, no, you can only use one.
I can only use one Sonic soundtrack?
One Sonic, yeah.
If I had to choose one Sonic soundtrack, it's going to be Sonic 06.
Really? Okay.
And then we got Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
And then is there really any other video game music I listen to? Like,
it's somewhere there. You got it.
for a third, for games I actually play, I don't know. I don't think I really listen to music actively from any other franchise other than Sonic or Kingdom Hearts.
I'm about to say I got my 3. Number 1,
It's something that I know.
yeah, you know all of mine. Number 1, Devil May Cry 3.
Okay.
That went crazy. Number 2, Ruby and Sapphire.
Okay.
The music from Ruby and Sapphire slapped. What?
Zelda. How could I forget Zelda? Oh my god.
But which one though?
That one is tough.
That's a tough
I can't pick a specific game.
If I had to pick Zelda, I know which one I'll pick. Ocarina.
I mean, it does have a lot of iconic tracks, but Twilight Princess got good tracks. Skyward Sword they all got great tracks.
But not.
So I'm just Zelda franchise. I'm sorry.
I'll take the Zelda franchise as a whole. But for me, if I was to pick, if Zelda was on my list, because it's not, it would be Ocarina of Time. Because we're doing 3s, that's why I had to like condense it yourself. Ocarina of Time, 100%. Because that music was so eerie. It was good. But right now, I have Devil May Cry 3. I have Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, technically, and Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
Oh, nice.
Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. That one song alone. In a dream, Snake Eater. What? Top 3. Easy. Easy. Easy.
All right, those are great choices, man.
I'm trying to tell you, make this quick and sweet. Well, with that being said, guys, next week we will. I don't think we're doing an episode next week. Actually, I think next week will be a bit too hectic for me as well.
Okay.
But the week after that, we'll catch you guys, and Imani will be here. We have some guests planned out in these next couple weeks as well, so you should make sure you tune in for all of that. Like, comment, and subscribe. I am Greg.
It's your boy Luther.
And we're out.